a sip of coffee and we can get right into it. Okay, so as you can see, most of this is comprised of Nintendo, but I do have a few anime figures, like Vegeta back there, and Goku, and him. I forget his name, because it's been so long since I've watched Summer Wars, but he's up front because he's my favorite of all time, like favorite figurine so far. So yeah, we're gonna get into this, and then I'll kind of talk a little bit about each one, and go from there, I guess. Also, I apologize if I go from soft whispering to soft talking or whatever. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't exactly know what sounds good. I know a few of you who still follow me preferred soft talking, so I'm gonna try my best. So first up is this figurine from Summer Wars. I believe the company who made this was Medicom. It's a Japanese company, and they make really good figurines, in my opinion. I think they do the details really well, and the figurine itself, like the paint job, is amazing. And I think the posing is really well done. It's a basic pose, but excuse me. So it's a really basic pose, but it really does, I think, portray the character really well, because he's a very tough fighter in the movie. So I think it's a very tough pose. You can see in his expression that he just he's angry, or he's just like determined. And yeah, I think they did a really good job. The paint job's really well done. The detail's really good, and yeah, just that's one of my favorite figurines. That's why he's up front. I think Medicom does a really good job with their figurines. That was only about $12 on Amazon, but it's shipped from Japan, so it took a while to get here, but it was worth it. I'm planning on buying more Medicom figurines, but some of the other anime ones are a bit pricey, so I was very lucky to find this one. If you haven't already watched Summer Wars, I would highly recommend it. It's a really good movie. The animation's really well done. The story is amazing. Just everything about it is amazing. I won't spoil anything for anybody who hasn't watched it, but if you're an anime fan and you love movies, like, that's just a really good movie to watch. So we'll move on to the next anime figurine, I guess. Also, I really hope this is like relaxing and interesting, because if not, then I have failed, but I'm trying my best. It's been a very long time. So this is my Goku figure that I bought a couple of years ago at Barnes & Noble. It was like $12 or $13, and when I first bought it, I didn't realize that you had to put it together, but I believe his head is separate, and his torso is separate, and his legs are separate. You kind of just have to piece them together. So, the figure is kind of loose, like sometimes you can just wiggle his body like that, and you can feel the shifting. So, yeah, it's nice, it's detailed and stuff. The paint job is really well done as well. So, you can see all his back muscles and stuff. So that's a cool figure. I think the company that made that was Bandai. I'm not sure, I forget already. But I do have two other Dragon Ball Z figures that I I got this past Christmas. So, oh no, not Christmas, for my birthday. Again, sorry if I'm repeating myself or saying the wrong things. I'm just really tired. But I did want to make this video, so yeah. So, what else? We'll start with Link, I guess. As you can tell, this isn't a regular figurine, this is just an amiibo. But, I actually really like it. The detail's nice, the paint job's nice, and everything. Yeah, this was the, I believe, 30th anniversary Ocarina of Time figurine or something. I don't know if it's 30th anniversary, I don't know why I said that. I feel like I remember seeing it on the box or something. If anybody's watching and can back me up on that, that'd be cool, but I honestly forget. I do really love this figure, though. Sorry, I just realized it was out of focus. The details in it nice. The detail on it is nice, and I love the posing, because, that's like the classic Link pose. He's supposed to be, like, standing and just playing the Ocarina of Time and all that. So very cool. I didn't really like the Smash Brothers amiibo very much for Link, because there's Twilight Princess Link, and I'm not really fond of that design, but some people are. I like the classic Ocarina of Time Link, and my favorite Link is Kid Link from Majora's Mask, but I haven't gotten that amiibo yet. I've seen it, but it's like $50 on Amazon, and you know that's not right. That's gotta be some scalper or something. So, that's too much money. This is my Waluigi amiibo. I have him because he's my favorite. I wouldn't say Mario brother, but out of the four of them, he's my favorite. Yeah, very basic, but I love his pose. His eyes are a little wonky, but it's funny. So yeah, not much to say about the amiibos, honestly. I don't even really use them because I don't play my Wii U or my 3DS that much. And also I don't have any games that work with these three. I have Breath of Wild that works with this and this, but I haven't played Breath of Wild in so long. I've been too tired from work and everything. So yeah, Waluigi, I have Luigi as well. Again, they do a very good job with the amiibos, especially the paint. I'm surprised that the paint job is as well as they are. So, yeah. Luigi is my favorite brother. I don't really have a Mario amiibo because Luigi's my favorite. But, oh, I also have this. This is a Japanese figure from Japan. I don't know the company that made this. I honestly forget. I'll try and put up a picture of the company logo if I find out what it is. But yeah, I really love the detail in this figure. The paint job is pretty neat, except for right there. There's some markings on his hat, but that's fine. His elbows all. So the paint job isn't as good as the amiibos, but it's still a detailed figure. And it comes with a little base. You have to stick the pipe somewhere that doesn't look so pleasant. So, but I love the posing for this as well. It's classic scared Luigi. So yeah, very cool. I actually only played this game a handful of times, the second one. I don't really like it as much as the first Luigi's Mansion. I feel like the second one was really repetitive. You have to go to different mansions and it's kind of the same routine over and over again. Just going through levels, solving kind of the same puzzles, and then just beating those same bosses over and over, and it just became really mundane. And by like the 4th mansion, I was kind of just fed up with it. Some can make the argument that the first game is too short, but I don't mind. It was still fun, especially for its time when the GameCube first came out. So right here I have Diddy Kong on a barrel. He's my favorite Kong. Besides, what's his name? How am I forgetting his name right now? It's not. Oh my god. It's stupid. He has like long arms and a clown nose or something. I literally make fun of him all the time, and see, this is how tired I am. I make fun of him all the time. And his name is slipping up. You know the Kong, he has no style, he has no grace. This Kong's got a funny face, that one. I'm gonna put up a picture of him and his name because I forget his name. I've made a t-shirt design for him, and his name isn't even coming to my head right now. I made a t-shirt design of him for my Redbubble. But, well, whatever. I can't remember his name. I don't know why. I'm that exhausted. So yeah, I like the pose. So I love that they put him on a barrel, like clapping his hands. I think it's like the cutest pose. Excuse me. Every once in a while I have to pull back because I feel like my throat's about to do something. What else? Oh, one of my favorite figures. He had trouble standing a lot. So this is one of the figures that I bought a wooden platform and just super glued them to. Yeah. I remember buying this circular wooden base because it reminded me of a tree stump. And we all know in Ocarina of Time, Skull Kid is playing an ocarina on the tree stump when you meet him in Ocarina of Time. This is one of my favorite figures. I was gonna get the 4-inch one that's posable and has a removable mask, but I was like, nah, I already have this one, that's good enough. He actually used to be in the front before he came along, so. Again, very detailed, and the paint job is really well done, especially on the mask. I think Nintendo does a really good job with their figures. Be it the amiibos or just the regular ones that aren't amiibos, like Skull Kid, and I also have this Deku Kid. I have Deku Link. See, I just called him Deku Kid, even though I know this is Link. I apologize if I ever make a video. I'll make sure that I get some proper sleep before I do it. Again, the details are really well done. And the paint job as well. I love that they put a little flower in his hand. I think that's like awesome. Because they could have just gone with the basic pose that he's in now with nothing else. But yeah. I do wish they made Sora Link figure because that's my favorite, but I think the only one available is like from around the time that the Majora's Mask game came out, and to buy one of those it's so expensive because it's so dated, like it's such an old figurine, so yeah, so as of now I don't own a Zora Link figure, but if I find one that's like reasonably priced, then I'll buy one. So the other amiibo that I have that I always forget about is this Wolf Link amiibo. This came with the Twilight Princess HD box set that I bought, even though Twilight Princess isn't really my favorite game. Zelda game, I did want to buy it for my Wii U because I didn't have many games and I wanted to play something new. And this came with it, it's just really well done. I love that they put him on rocks. They have Midna on top of him. This figure is just amazing. Like I said, I don't use it, I just put these up for display. But yeah, there's never been like a Wolf Link figure at all, so I was like, I have to have that. I need that. Because I actually do love Wolf Link, even though Twilight Princess isn't my favorite game. I do love Wolf Link. Okay, and the final figure in this case is my Ganondorf figure. I had to get this one because my favorite Ganondorf, hands down, is the Ganon from Ocarina of Time. And I actually bought this brand new for a reasonable price. This figure is from, I believe, Nintendo, I think. I don't know if they reached out to a different company to make it, I don't think so. But, this is from 1998, so this is definitely one of my favorite figures. This is basically the only figure I have that's posable. You can like move his joints, even though I just keep him in the same pose. Yeah. I really like this a lot because it's from 1998, so it's like dated, but they have all the design like correct, like he looks just like he does in the game. He even has his little knife, his dagger. Yeah, I love Ocarina of Time Ganondorf. Like, it's my favorite design. So I had to get this, and I found it on eBay for a pretty good price. But yeah, he used to have trouble standing, but I was able to pose him just right, so he can stand pretty normal. One figure that's not in the display case is my Samus figure, which I'm pretty sure I made a video about. So yeah. So, she's in one of the, like, classic Samus poses. You know, ready to attack if needed, and all that. This figure had a lot of trouble standing up. As you can see, she has one flat foot, and then one foot is on the ball of her foot. So she kept falling over once in a while. Like, I would stand her up, but even the slightest movement, like, would have her move, like, fall. So I ended up getting a wooden base, and I just got like a square one and super glued her down. So it kind of worked out perfectly. Excuse me. So, what else do I have? I have some pop vinyls that I'll show you guys right now. I won't even bother cutting, they're behind me, so I'll just reach around. So, I got these for my birthday as well. I got this one for my birthday. My family knows that I love Rick and Morty. Like, I've been watching it since it first aired, the first episode. And every time I watch it, it's like the only show that I'll watch when it airs, because if not, then I'll have to watch it on demand. But it's on like every Sunday at 11:30, so on Adult Swim, so I always watch it. This is Rick holding the seeds that... this is Morty holding the seeds that Rick wants him to hide in his, yeah. If you've seen the show, you know, but it's a super funny episode. So it's just a very basic pop vinyl. I think it's hilarious that they chose to put the seeds in his hand, because that's one of the, like, really funny episodes from season 1. And of course I have Rick. And I think there's two different rigs, like one's holding the portal gun and one's holding a flask. And so my brother got me the one of him holding the flask, which I think is definitely my favorite one. I'd rather have him holding the flask than the portal gun. Yeah, just a very basic pop vinyl. He's got like Sonic hair. It's very prickly, and he's got the bald spot. But I love these two. I don't keep them in a display case, but I do keep them right on my shelf back there in front of like my DVDs and stuff. I have one other thing, I believe. No, two other things. Here was my first pop vinyl that I got. It's a bit dirty in the front, I don't know why. You guys can see that. I guess it's not even like a thing. It's like part of it, I guess. But yeah, it's a bobblehead, and he's holding his gun and his sword. This was the first pop vinyl I got, because I got it as a gift, because my family knows I love Deadpool. At first I didn't know it was a bobblehead, but when I took it out of the box I realized soon enough that it was a bobblehead. It's got a relaxing tapping noise. Then lastly, I won this at an arcade. I used my tickets and they have like small, cheap Pokemon figures. So I got my favorite Pokemon, Gengar. They all look relatively knock-offish. As you can tell, it looks really cheap. So these things probably cost like a penny to produce, or whatever. But yeah, I just keep them for fun on my shelf. So now that I have all of these on my desk, I'm gonna put the glass back over these figures and put it back on my shelf, and then I will show you guys the Vegeta figure and my other Dragon Ball Z figure that I will keep a secret until I show it. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I didn't take Vegeta out of the display case because this isn't a regular display case. You can't just slide the top off. You actually have to. It's comprised of 4 slabs of plastic, and you have to hook them into these little hooks down here. So it's just a pain to take apart, and it's an even bigger pain to put back together. There's also, each slab hooks into each other right here, and in the back as well, and on the top of the glass as well. So I thought, sorry for all the moving. I thought I would just kind of turn it, but it does come, he does come on a base. Sorry for the loud noises. He does come on a base, and you can tell it's super detailed, like the shading, and it looks just like, it looks like shells. It looks cell shaded, and I love that. But you can see the creases in his boots. You can see all the cuts and like the muscle definition in his arms and in his legs. The shading on his armor is awesome, and his hair as well. Yeah, just everything about this figure is like super detailed, and I love that about the Dragon Ball Z figures. I believe it's 6 inches tall, or maybe a little bit more, so I couldn't exactly put him in my display case with the other ones, but I had this display case, so it worked out. I believe it was Bandai that made this, so they always do a really good job. And when I got as a gift. I opened the box and it was his head and torso, or maybe I think his head and just his torso and legs were already put together, but they were all in separate baggies or whatever, and you had to like put his head on the body, which I don't understand why they do that, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. And you can tell by his face, he's like smiling. And he's got like his thumb pointing to him, so as you can probably tell, he's like, they put him in that pose where he's like all cocky and ready to fight. So I think that was a good pose to go with. I don't really want to move the camera too much because the tripod makes a lot of noise, and I don't really want that to disrupt the video. I'm already sort of worried that my soft talking isn't good enough. Back there is my Star Fox Zero resin statue that used to be in this display case until I got Vegeta. And so he's just kind of been sitting on my desk, but I've been kind of wanting to sell him. I just haven't sold him yet because I'm running out of space, to be honest, and I don't really like it that much. I kind of wanted to clear this desk space up so that I can work and do all that stuff. So, we'll see. But, I am trying to sell him. I bought him originally for, I believe, I think it was like 80 bucks. Yeah, 80 bucks at GameStop. And, it was like a limited edition, like there was only 500 made, so, at the time I really did want it. Now I realize it's taking up space, and I kind of just want to get rid of it. And then, for my last figure, I have one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters of all time, Gotenks. Kid Buu is my favorite character, but he's my second favorite. It's the same company that made Vegeta figure, as you can tell by the detail. It's really well done, and actually this one I can take off. I had to put the glass on the floor so I wouldn't make too much noise. So you can tell it looks very cel-shaded. Everything's shaded, everything has a lot of detail in it. It's a very, they like knock it out of the park with these figures all the time. It even comes with a little display stand that you can push up against his heel, and it stays. I believe I super glued that one as well. But yeah, not much to say about these figures because they kind of speak for themselves, but they're extremely detailed. So yeah, that's all my figurines that I have, including my pop vinyls. I am getting more figurines, and I'll probably do an unboxing video for that sometime next week when they arrive. I also might not unbox them yet, because I don't have any room for them, so I might just show them off in the box and just talk about them. Yeah, those are all my figurines so far, so this would be my figurine collection updated. This video went on a little bit longer than I thought, but that's okay, I don't really mind. I just hope it was relaxing enough, and I hope my soft speaking was relaxing enough as well. Sometimes I'm afraid it doesn't sound relaxing at all. But I mean, I've had people comment and tell me that it was relaxing, so I hope it was, and if not, then I'll probably end up whispering in the next video. So thanks for watching, and I hope this can help you guys relax or fall asleep, or just maybe it's used for background noise while you guys are doing homework or something. I know that always helps me sometimes. So I will see you